So, Grant, first of all then, not long now till the big kick-off. In terms of the injury list, how are you looking going into the match against Harrogate this weekend?
Yeah, we're okay. Hoping to have nearly everyone available, maybe apart from Sam Westbrook, who's just coming back from injury. But we're looking quite good on the injury front, which is pleasing.
If I may just clear up a couple of things now. I know you've sort of repeated a few times about how happy you are with the squad in terms of recruitment, but are you spinning any plates right now with the window not yet closed, clearly?
Yeah, always. I've mentioned it before. You know, we'd be silly not to be looking to see if we can improve. We're always looking to see if we can improve. We're really pleased with the group. We feel like we have competition in every position, but you know, when that window shuts, it shuts, and we do look to see if, in every position, by the way, not just in certain position, we look to see if we can improve in all the positions all the time, and that's an everyday conversation between myself and Cliff, Glove, Cops, Gavin, to see if there's anything we can do. But look, the first game, it's about the first game on Saturday. We're not today, tomorrow. We're not thinking about recruitment. We're thinking about, you know, how can we put a good show on the pitch for our fans against a tough Harrogate team who we've seen quite a bit of. I've watched myself, watched numerous videos of them. It's going to be tough.
Because you've got a couple of loan players contracted, so that perhaps gives you scope as August gets, you know, deeper, longer, as it were.
Say that again, sorry.
You still have, should you wish to dip into the loan market, you've got two. So should you wish to really sort of go at the loan market for 2 or 3, you still have that scope?
Yeah, but we won't bring players in that's not going to improve us. You know, look, we could go out tomorrow and bring 3-4 players in, but it's not as easy as that. We need to be bringing players in that are going to improve us, and if we are going to do that. So, as I say, we're always looking to see if we can improve, but at the minute we're really pleased with what we've got.
Come on to Harrogate in 1 second. A while ago it was announced that Lavery and Griffiths were transfer listed. Is that still the case? Has there been any interest? Where are things at with them?
Well, they've both been injured. Obviously, Caelan's come back from an operation on his knee, and then had to be re-operated again because it's not cleared up, or he's had a little mishap. Rio's obviously, I spoke about, you know, his fitness levels when he came back for pre-season, so he missed a couple of weeks. He had a knock in training, collision with James Maxwell, which missed the last 2 weeks. He's just come back into training. Again, we need to build his fitness up, so he's very clear and aware of that. I had another conversation with him yesterday, because there's no doubting the boy has got ability, but it's him understanding what it takes to play in this team, and I think he's starting to understand it and realises. So at the minute, look, the both of them are here. If there was opportunities for them to go before the end of the window, we'd always look at that for them, because they'd probably see that, you know, with Ironside and Miller, game time may be limited. So it's always an opportunity for them. But at the minute, while they're here, there are players. You know, we want to get Caelan fit and we want to get Rio fit. So that's the priority at the minute.
How would you respond to this statement? League 2 of the top 5 divisions might be the most competitive to get out of, knowing the volume of teams you're up against. Fair?
Look, I think it's a very tough division. I really do. I think it's tough this year. I've mentioned before, a lot of teams spending a lot of money. There seems to be more money going about in this league than there is in League 1. So it's... people want to get out of it. Of course, we're one of the teams that want to do that. So I think there's a lot of good teams in the division. I think there's teams who, I think there's probably 14 or 15 teams could see themselves challenging in that top 7. So it will be competitive, I would say.
Yeah. Because you've said that the success, the ultimate barometer for success for the team this year is going up. Given the standard of the opposition that you're up against, would it be a failure to not go up?
Look, I'm focused on trying to get this team up. I wouldn't want to be speaking about successes, failures at this point. We haven't even kicked the ball yet. My focus is on, let's see if we can get in and around the promotion places. Let's see if we can aim for the stars, and we don't quite get there, then, you know, so be it. But this group has got a real steel about them. We feel like we've recruited winners, people who want to win enjoy winning. We see it in everyday level on the training ground where the players are doing everything to win, whether it's a possession game, small city game of table tennis, game of pool in the canteen. You can just sense the feeling about the place, and I'm really looking forward to working with this group this season. I've enjoyed the last 5 weeks in pre-season. Now we need to go and put all that hard work that we've done over the last 5-6 weeks into practice. And I mentioned to the players today, I said, look, it's 8 months of sacrifices. It's 8 months of going above and beyond. Lads who travel, pack the travelling in, getting hotels, places down here, making sure that by the end of it we're making people proud of us, and that's what we want to do.
And it all begins with Harrogate, competent team at this level, and a good start for you.
Well, it's a tough start. We believe, it looks like a Yorkshire derby. I watched them at Hartlepool last week, and you can see the threats. Particularly at the top end of the pitch, so we're going to have to be really aware of that. But like any game, we will focus mainly on us and how we want to go about the game, particularly at home. And we want to make sure our fans are behind us, and hopefully rows on to the 3 points.
Just finally, one of the other sort of interesting facets about this season will be the way in which games are managed now, and timekeeping, time wasting, player discipline and technical area discipline. You're obviously very aware of the rules. Are you, and how it's going to be done? Are you in favour of that? How do you view those changes?
I think it's going to be quite tough. I really do. The minutes in the games and stuff like that. It amazes me how, I think it's League 1 and League 2 have only 7 subs, but in the Championship they can have 9. Listen, maybe something to do with appearance monies and stuff like that. I wasn't here when these decisions were being made, but I'm just talking in League 2 and League 1 in general, not just here. But it does make you think a little bit more. You're bringing a sub on the 80th minute, for example. There could be 20 minutes left. There could be 25 minutes left. So it's timings. It's making sure we understand how to work it around a little bit to make it in our favour. There's going to be some disappointing benches this season for sure, when players are left off the pitch for about a minute and a half after being down injured, and a team's got a phase of play against you which the referee can't bring you on. It's the same for both teams. We're hoping obviously the first month or so will take its toll on it, and then it's obviously a decision for the referees whether they carry it on. Look, it's more interesting for the fans, and they're going to see extra 25 minutes in games now, which we have worked hard in pre-season to go on above and beyond the 90 minutes. The training loads we've worked on has been from day one, making sure that we aren't just going for 90, 93 minutes, 94. The boys have pushed above and beyond that, so we're hopefully that'll come to fruition for us.
Now it's here, Grant. How much are you looking forward to Saturday?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. It feels like it's been a long time since I first came back, and maybe 8 weeks ago or so, but 9 weeks, whatever it might be. Obviously working to this day, so it's really, really pleasing. A couple of days away from the first game, back in front of our home fans. So yeah, really, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, you said to Andy you already know the team. How much of that is down to what Harrogate are going to come here with, and how much of it is down to who's impressed you during pre-season? It's
down to what we want to do on the game, basically, and pre-season obviously is a big marker for that. That's every player has got a clean slate when we come in. Players that was here last season, the lads who we signed. I'd always, in my mind, had a thought of what team I'd like to play, but then you want them to go and produce in the games in pre-season and training. And I've been really pleased with the pre-season. I think the lads have gradually got better. I don't think we're nowhere near where we need to be yet, but that'll take a little bit of time. But we're definitely getting better.
Carl Hurst, is he okay? I know he wasn't playing on Tuesday.
Everyone's fine, apart from Sam Westbrook.
Good stuff. On Keelan and Rio, just why was it you felt that? Well, why did you put them on the transfer list? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
We just felt we needed a 9. We had George Miller. We don't need 4 forwards. We play with 1. So it's 1-9 anyway. So it's that was the reason.
Yeah. Richard Wood, he's up next. He's your captain. Has he surprised you with his impact? I know you obviously spoke very highly of him when he came, but has he surpassed those expectations, perhaps?
No, he's exactly what I thought he was going to be. I've known Woody for many years, and the way he is as a person, the way he trains, the way he talks, communicates, organises. He's not only a captain; he's almost like a third or fourth coach for us, really. The way he goes about his business in the training ground and can manage things in game, and that's important because it's sometimes tough as a manager and a coach when you're trying to get an instruction onto the pitch, but one of your players actually knows what you're talking about and can deliver that for you. So he's been outstanding since he came in, and again he's just so fit and robust as well.
Yeah, the ability to coach on the pitch, do you think that comes with experience or a bit of game intelligence?
Both. I think I don't think you have to be 37, 38 years of age to be able to do that. I think there's players out there, the higher you go in the levels, I think, can do that. So it's I think that just comes from maybe a little bit of your own personality and possibly understanding the roles and responsibilities of not just your position but others.
Yeah, he's in the leadership group with Joe Ironside. I think obviously we know all the other guys in there. We've seen them for a few years. We don't know too much about Joe. What qualities do you think he has that made you want to pop him in that
Joe,
group? Ironside.
Same as Woody. Very vocal, understands his role and understands people's roles in and around him. Being a number 9, he's going to want people to be in the roles where he can get the goals and positions he wants them to get in. So Joe's been there, done it. He's obviously been around League 2, League 1 most of his career, non-league as well. So real good experience for us right through the spine of the team. George Miller, for example, 24, but he's been at 5 or 6 different clubs, experienced at the level as well. So we're pleased with what we've got.
Yeah. As far as Joe's concerned, I think he's got 14 in League 2 before, then obviously impressively 14 in the league above. Can you see him getting 20, 25 goals here? Is he that sort of striker, or is he someone who perhaps gives you something else as well as this goal threat?
He gives us everything else. I mean, his work rate, his energy, his ability to create opportunities for others. But Joe, if he's sitting here now, he'll tell you he wants to score. He's hungry for goals. He's constantly doing work on that in the training ground with himself and glove, cops. He's a really good finisher, left foot, right foot, and very good in the air. So we want him to score goals as well as others in and around him. But he's vital for other aspects of the way we want to play as well. Yeah.
Final one. How will you take the season? Like blocks of 6, like time periods, or just one game at a time? One game at a time.
One game at a time. We have certain things in the training ground that we'll share with the players and how we want to work it. But let's worry about this one on Saturday. Not looking any further than that. We know it's going to be a tough game, so we're well focused for that.